Cortney Reardon's had always worn her heart on her sleeve. From her first season on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, fans watched her navigate the unpredictable world of international love. The world saw her fall, hesitate, and hope only to fall again. But no one could have anticipated her latest emotional rollercoaster, caught in the crossfire of Colt Johnson's chaotic charm and Usman's Soulja Boy Umar's magnetic friendship. The tale, one that feels more scripted than reality, is as raw as it is real, a love triangle that wasn't meant to be. And yet, here it is. Act 1, enter Colt, the comfort of chaos. When Cortney reappeared on the 90 Day Fiancé scene, viewers were surprised to find her entangled with none other than Colt Johnson. Colt, infamous for his tumultuous relationships, most notably with Larissa and Jess, was not the obvious choice for the reserved yet quietly adventurous Cortney. They met at a TLC alumni event in Las Vegas, where sparks flew under neon lights and nostalgic laughter. Cortney, fresh off a quiet breakup from a low-key relationship fans never got to meet, found herself drawn to Colt's oddball charm and, surprisingly, his vulnerable side. He's different in person, Cortney confessed during a confessional. He listens, and maybe it's because he's been through it all, but he gets me. For his part, Colt was more than happy to have the spotlight shift back to him, albeit with a softer tone. Cortney's sweet. She's real. She doesn't scream at me. Yet, he chuckled, nudging the fourth wall. And so, in a twist that had fans screaming on Twitter, #Coltney was born. Act 2, Soulja Boy's steady beat. But just as things were heating up with Colt, there was another thread weaving its way through Cortney's heart, one that hadn't been fully explored on screen: her unexpected friendship with Usman Umar, known worldwide as Soulja Boy. They had first connected over social media, not romantically, but professionally. Cortney had been dabbling in influencer marketing and reached out to Usman about a possible collaboration. One DM led to another, and soon the two were sharing thoughts on music, fame, fans, and frustrations. We just clicked, Usman shared during a tell-all interview. She understands me. Not many people do. But Cortney, she listens. And when she talks, it's from the heart. Their friendship grew in private FaceTime calls at 2 a.m., voice notes about failed love and culture clashes, and even plans for a podcast that never took off. There was never a romantic declaration, but there was emotional intimacy, the kind that blurs lines and breaks hearts when one person moves on. When Cortney told Usman she was seeing Colt, the air changed. I won't lie, it hurt, Usman admitted. Not because I loved her like that, but because I thought we were on the same page. That maybe, one day, we could have been something. Act 3, cracks in the Colt connection. As the weeks passed, the cracks in Colt and Cortney's relationship began to show. Colt, still under the long shadow of his mother Debbie's influence, was struggling to balance his new relationship with the habits of his old ones. He doesn't know how to be in a relationship without letting his mom run it, Cortney said tearfully during a car ride in one episode. I feel like I'm dating both of them. Cortney, for all her patience, began to question if she'd mistaken comfort for compatibility. And then, one night, after a particularly heated argument about Colt's reluctance to move out of Debbie's home, she did what her heart told her. She called Usman. I didn't call to cry, she said, dabbing her eyes with her sleeve. I called to feel understood. Usman listened. He didn't tell her what to do. He didn't badmouth Colt. He just listened. That phone call would be the beginning of a new chapter. Act 4, choosing Colt. For now, despite the tension, Cortney made a decision. She would stay with Colt, at least for now. She believed in giving relationships a real shot, and for better or worse, she wanted to see if they could work through their issues. I can't live wondering what could have happened, she explained to producers. I need to try fully, then I'll know. But while she chose Colt, she couldn't let go of her friendship with Usman. And that's when the real drama began. Colt grew increasingly suspicious of their late-night chats. One evening, he confronted her. Why do you need to talk to Usman so much? He's not your therapist. He's not your brother. You're with me now, Cortney. Cortney tried to explain Usman was just a friend, a sounding board. But Colt didn't buy it. His jealousy flared. His insecurities took over. And soon, the walls between them were thicker than ever. And yet, she stayed. Act 5, Cortney's tears of heartache. It all came to a head in an emotional episode that TLC teased for weeks. In a quiet park in Las Vegas, Cortney sat on a bench, eyes brimming with tears. I feel like I'm being pulled in two directions, she whispered. Colt is here. He's real. He wants to be with me. But, when I talk to Usman, I feel seen. Like he knows me. Even the parts one don't say out loud. The cameras zoomed in as she scrolled through her messages, one from Colt, asking why she was distant. And one from Usman, just saying, "I'm here, always." She broke down. The internet exploded. Hashtag Team Colt and hashtag Team Sojaboy began trending. Memes flooded TikTok. Everyone had an opinion, but no one knew the weight Cortney was carrying. Act 6, letting go or holding on? The season finale left fans with more questions than answers. Cortney and Colt sat across from Sean Robinson at the tell-all. Tension thick, smiles forced. "I think we rushed into things," Cortney admitted. "We were both trying to fill voids." Colt didn't argue. "I care about her. I still do. But maybe, we're better apart." And then came the moment everyone was waiting for, the question about Usman. "Are you in love with Sojaboy?" Cortney paused. Tears welled again. "I don't know," she said softly, "but I know I'm not ready to lose his friendship. Not yet." Epilogue, where are they now? Sources close to production say Cortney and Colt are no longer together. Cortney has been spotted in L.A., working on a travel blog and rumored to be collaborating on a music project with Sojaboy. Colt, meanwhile, has gone quiet on social media, a rare move for the serial poster. And Usman? He's back in Nigeria, releasing music and teasing fans with cryptic lyrics that many believe are about Cortney. Final thoughts: the cost of love and the spotlight. Cortney's journey isn't just another 90-day storyline. It's a lesson in modern love, messy, complicated, and rarely black and white. She may have chosen Colt for a season, but it's clear that her emotional connection with Usman was no fleeting friendship, whether it turns romantic or remains platonic. One thing is certain, Cortney isn't done telling her story. And fans? They'll be watching, hearts ready, popcorn in hand.